This next video is Garretts Green stinker number 3. I'm going to take you to a situation where my pupils almost always, with exception, get it wrong. We're about 6 or 7 minutes out of the test centre. If this was on your test route, you'd be on the way out, as it were, from the test centre now. And we're on a stretch that leads up to a roundabout called a place called the Radleys. I'll just mention that the first thing that catches people out is that there is a crossing, a zebra crossing, just before the roundabout, and from time to time my pupils have not paid proper attention to the crossing, either before or after the roundabout, and the examiner has dual controlled them. So just up the hill ahead, just beyond this little queue of traffic, is a roundabout where we're going to go right. That roundabout is called the Radleys, the shopping area is called the Radleys. And as I say, it's not really the stinker, but the crossing, pedestrian crossing just before the roundabout, catches pupils out often, and indeed the one after. But the stinker is just 2 or 3 minutes further down the road, and I'll explain the problem as we get closer. So we're getting near to the roundabout. We're going to go right at the roundabout, third exit. Now what often happens here, because we're on a slope and it's a busy roundabout and there's a lot of traffic, learners sometimes get a little bit nervous and are so busy paying attention to the traffic they don't look for pedestrians on the right and the left. But at the moment the crossing is clear. So I'm planning to go right at the roundabout. There isn't signal. I think it's very likely that this is still a test route because it's so close to the test centre, and I know it was in the past, and I've had some of my pupils come round this way. So it's the third exit off the roundabout to the right. I'm just coming up to the second, and I've had pupils caught out at this zebra crossing here as well, but it is clear. So just about a minute and a half or so down the road now, we're going to come to stinker number 3. And if I don't warn my pupils, and I do obviously warn them if there's any danger, but if I don't warn them, they just about always are caught by this. And maybe if there were cars around and you did it wrong on your test, you could fail. So just where the cars park on the road just ahead, just a little after that, we're taking the left. So checking my mirror, making my left signal, the next road on the left. And the stinker is just a little way along this road. This is Fallindale Road by the library, Sheldon Library. And what happens is once we get a little further up, the road suddenly bends to the right. But there is a road straight ahead. And what my pupils always do, just about always do if I don't tell them, is drive straight up the road ahead, which is in fact a left turn. And so they take that without a signal. So the thing to do when coming to a junction, you're not sure which direction to go, slow the car down and have a good look. Now the van in front of me is actually a left turn. The road bends to the right here, so obviously we check the mirrors. Now if you've not been along here before, you come up carefully and you look for road markings. And you can see the lines across the end of the road, just so we go round to the right without a signal. If you go straight on there, even though the markings are faint, if there's no traffic around, you'll probably get a minor. Any cars around, there's a good chance you'll fail. And then this brings us back heading in the direction of the test centre. So we'll go around again, have another look at it. Okay, so I've got the Radleys roundabout behind me now. We're coming down the road we came down a few moments ago, and we're heading back down towards Sheldon Library, and we'll take the left into Fallindale Road just after the parked car. So we've got to go left. and that'll take us back up towards stinker number 3. So once we've passed the parked car, you'll see Sheldon Library on the left. You may be asked to turn left here. This is Fallindale Road. Quite a narrow road, cars park both sides, so obviously you'd be aware that there might be somebody coming towards you, thus. So once we're around this bend, we'll see the stinker again. The road forks. Somebody thinks he's in America. And where the white van is not the way you want to go. The examiner is very unlikely to take you up there. The road bends towards the right. So anytime you come to a junction like this and you can't see road markings, get the speed up. And we can see now there's lines across the end, so we're just going round to the right without a signal, because we're not actually turning, we're not turning into junction. So you wouldn't use a right signal there, and if you went straight on without a left signal, you'd probably get a fault. As I say, if there are vehicles around, you could fail for that. So that's stinker number 3. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you'll come and look at stinker number 4, which is not yet uploaded, of course, but will be soon, I hope. Thanks for watching.